everybody, thank you so much for tuning into my channel once again. If you are new, welcome. My name is Shin and I am a personal stylist and style coach here on YouTube. I also post personal style and style inspiration, of course, on TikTok and Instagram. If you want to check me out on those channels, you are more than welcome to do so. Today's video, I'm actually going to be talking to you guys about something that I've been wanting to talk about here on my channel for a very long time, and that's how to maintain your feminine appearance and image, but doing so on a budget. So if you've been following me for a long time, or even if you're new, you can check it out on my channel. I have a whole a whole playlist of femininity and maintaining your feminine style, because I feel like it's a part of me, and it's a part of me that I know a lot about, and something that I really feel like I've been blessed with and able to teach and educate on, especially when it comes to image and looking a certain way. I feel like this is an area that I just know a lot about and I'm able to help with. So I have an entire playlist on feminine style, finding your feminine style, how to look feminine, how to act feminine, all that is pretty much the basis of what I do. So if this is something you're interested in, then my channel is the right place for you. I really want to focus more on how you can incorporate a lot of those feminine things that I talk about, but doing so on a budget. Because I know, like, we're living in the real world, and if you're anything like me, you have a full-time job. You don't have a glam squad like Erica Jane. You can't, you're not a housewife. You can't really afford to have things get done like on a regular basis or all the time. So you don't get to look how you want to look all the time, which is okay. But I'm going to show you some tips and tricks that I do, or just some things that you can consider and look into when you are looking into your grooming, your style, the clothes that you buy, everything. So let me stop talking and get into this. Okay, so the first thing that I do want to discuss is hair. So I more so am talking to my sisters. So I'm talking more so about, extensions, weaves, wigs, and stuff like that. So I know that especially for wigs, like the price for wigs have skyrocketed. Like I went on a website because I wanted to try something different, and I went on a website that I've bought weave from before. Like I've bought weave from this company before and I've never had an issue with them, but I went on this site like on their direct site, and I found a wig and it was like $400, and I've never spent, honestly you guys, I've never spent that much on hair before. Because I'm Canadian, a lot of these sites are based on US prices, so when you convert it now to the Canadian dollar, it's triple the price, sometimes quadruple the price. So I may see a wig on like a really great site that I want to try, and then I look at the price and I convert it to the Canadian dollar, and it might be like $140-$200, which I'm okay with, and then you convert it to the Canadian dollar and it's like $400-$500 for the one wig. So I totally hate that. When it comes to hair, especially in this community, this community, it's important to us, right? Hair is like an accessory. It's something that we need to feel beautiful, to feel feminine, to feel good about ourselves. So it's not something that we want to cheapen out on all the time. My suggestion with hair would be, but go to like sites that probably have hair for an expensive price, but the quality is good, the reviews are great, and you know that this is a wig or weave or whatever that you can truly maintain. It's making sure that when you are purchasing and spending a lot of money on something, because you are someone that's on a budget and can't afford to do this every week or every month, save up. So like okay, so let me just break this down a little bit to make this make sense. Create a account. So it's either you go on RPG Show or Uni's Wigs or maybe My First Wig or whatever. Sign up, because they always have discounts, they always have special offers, all that kind of stuff. Sign up for the site, and then just save wigs that you know you want to try to a wish list. Take your time and just save up as much as you can over the next few days or the next few weeks, whatever. So it could be like $200 from this paycheck you're going to put down, or $300 from this paycheck you're going to put down, or whatever, so that you can afford the wig that you want. You are purchasing a wig that you know you can maintain, and that's the key, because you don't want to buy something that you feel like in a few weeks or in a month you're gonna have to toss it and throw it out. Same thing with weave. I used to do this a lot when I was doing sew-ins. I really want to get back to doing sew-ins, by the way, but anyways, when I would do sew-ins when I was in like high school, I would go back to my hairdresser with my hair still sewn in, and then I'll get her to take the weave out, wash my hair, treat it, or whatever. This is when I was getting permed, so I'll get my hair re-permed and then put the sew-ins right back in. Put the tracks right back in. So I'm reusing it, keeping the same one so I can maintain a look, maintain an appearance, and not feel like I'm spending so much money, because now I saved $100, and that's when weave, like 3 bundles was like $106, but I was saving like $100 and something per salon visit. So now my salon visit was kind of cut in half because I already had hair that I wanted to rewear, and I didn't have to go through the hustle or the bustle of having to buy new hair and then redo everything all over again and spending extra money that I don't have. Now I'm actually saving the money in my pocket. Another trick that I did was, or what you can do, is try different hairstyles. So you don't always have to do wigs, you don't always have to do weaves, you can do braids, you can do clip-ins. And I really want to talk about clip-ins, because especially if you are natural, clip-ins are amazing, because you can maintain a look and you can keep clip-ins for a very long time, you guys. If you are new to me, I have purchased clip-ins from Better Length Hair, and I'll keep a link up here of a style that I actually did, and it's kind of my go-to style. I like to go to that style when I'm in between ideas and not sure what I want to do. It's just a half up, half down with my kinky clip-ins that I purchased from, or coarse kinky clip-ins that I purchased from Better Length. You guys, I bought those clip-ins in 2020. It is 2022 and they're still good. You guys, I just washed them recently because I was thinking about wearing them again, and the quality lasted. It's still good. Like it was an investment, but because I remember converted to the Canadian dollar, it brought the price from like $250 or something like that to $300 and something. So it was expensive, but I get 9 clips and they literally lasted me 2 years. So that was amazing, because I actually went half the year at one point without buying new hair. I didn't buy any wigs, I didn't buy any weaves. I just kept re-wearing my same clip-ins and just did different styles with them. And I was able to still maintain a look that I want. That's another way to go. So I think what I'm trying to get at is it's okay to make the investment and pay the big price, but it's just how often you're doing it. So make sure you are doing it where you only have to limit it to just one time per year or one time per season or whatever, so that you're not constantly spending money that you don't have. I hairstyles that last a long time. So there's also this new wave right now where people are getting micro links and tape-ins, which is something that I really want to try. Actually, I really want to try the tape-in option, but I've seen a lot of reviews with tape-ins, and it is an investment, to be honest, especially getting them installed, because it'll cost like, I think my stylist is charging about $500 to get tape-ins done, but the upkeep for them is a lot cheaper. It's like $100 and something. You don't have to go every week or every month. You can do it, like let's say you did the tape-ins in January, you don't have to go back until maybe May to get them readjusted or maintained or whatever, because around that time there are so many videos, you guys, of people maintaining them and teaching you how you can wash your hair, how you can restyle your hair with the tape ins in, and even the micro links, and you don't have to go every week. So I really feel like that's a great investment too, because then you can still maintain whatever look you want to maintain, and have like really nice tape ins. And if you go to a great place like Better Length again and get like good quality hair, you won't have to worry about buying new hair the next time you do another tape in style. There are a ton of videos out here on YouTube that teaches you how to revive a wig, how to bring it back to life, how to bring your weaves back to life, how to get your weaves touched up, how to wash your braids so you don't have to keep going and getting it done all the time. So there are so many resources out there. Just be wise with what you're doing and just make sure that you are doing a style that can be maintained, looked after, and kept. One thing that I want to talk to y'all about is skincare and makeup. So the thing that really sucks about this is that, especially with hair products too, if you are a natural, they require a lot of trial and error. So with that being said, it means that it's going to take money for you to get the right thing for you. And I know it sucks because it costs money, but I know that you also want to maintain an image, and especially being a feminine woman, this is an area that you really want to hone in on, because self-care, skincare, and all that kind of stuff is very important. To like my early 20s, where I ended up going and creating an account with Sephora, because a friend of mine was telling me about Sephora and how wonderful it is. So I created an account with Sephora, and I'm proud to say I'm actually a Rouge member now. Great thing about Sephora is their return policies. So you can purchase something and save your money and decide, okay, I'm going to try this foundation, or I'm going to try this skincare product, and realize, it's not working out for you. But you can still return it and actually get a full refund or purchase something else, even though you've actually used it. If you have, budgeted for skincare for that month, and you don't want to waste your money, of course, but you can be, a little bit safer knowing that purchasing from Sephora will be, okay, because you know that you can actually return the product once you feel like it's not for you, and then you kind of feel like you're not really wasting your money in a sense. Okay, so another great thing about Sephora is that you can purchase things in sets. Get like a moisturizer, a toner, and a cleanser from one company, and I know that Clinique is good for this. The Glow Recipe is good for this as well. I think Youth to the People does this. I'm not too sure, but I do know Ole Henriksen does this as well. So you can purchase like a set from their line, whatever it is, and it's usually a lot cheaper than buying the individual products. So you can get like a set. I think Ole Henriksen, you can get a set for like just a little over $100, or you can get a set from Clinique for just under $100. Keep things light. This is what's going to help you save a lot of money. You don't need to have a 10-step routine for your skincare. I know that a lot of TikTok videos and reels are out there showing all these wonderful, aesthetically pleasing morning routines, and I actually had a friend who posted her breakfast routine, and I commented, and I'm like, my breakfast routine is not aesthetically pleasing. It's not aesthetically pleasing. You don't need to have like your exfoliant, your toner, your moisturizer, your like all these things that you don't need in the morning or in the evening. You really just need a 4-step routine. So you can get like a cleanser, a moisturizer, maybe one with SPF already in it, a toner, and maybe a serum. So a nice 4-step routine, or even 5 if you want to separate, which is pretty much my routine. It's a cleanser, toner, moisturizer, serum, and I have an SPF. So that's pretty much my morning routine. And then I have like a face mask that I purchased from another website, and then I have an exfoliant as well. It actually helps me save money because I don't need to purchase a lot of things. I can scale back. Stasia Beverly Hills. Morphe and NARS are really good at having compact items. So with that, I mean, you can purchase an item that has a set. So you can have like your powder, or your highlight, sorry, and your contour in the same palette. Or you can have like an entire face palette where it has like your foundation, not your foundation, your eyeshadow and your blush and your contour and your highlight in the same palette. So if you focus on items like that where everything is in one, then that will be helpful too with saving your money. Keep it light. You don't need to have so much to look good and feel feminine. Keep the heavy makeup and the heavy looks for big special occasions, but if you're just going to work or you're just doing small things here or there, you don't need a heavy makeup routine. You don't need a 20 set brush kit. Honestly, I get my brushes from well, when I was younger, I was getting my brushes from Amazon and even from AliExpress, but now that I've gotten a little bit older, I still actually kind of go to Amazon, and I also go to NYX too, but Morphe has great brush sets too that you can get for really good affordable prices, so you really don't need to spend a lot of money. Thing that I want to talk to y'all about is clothes. So this is obviously the area that you guys want to know the most about. So you're probably wondering, okay, Shadi, like, we get it. Tell us about how we can save on clothes. Some rules pretty much apply when it comes to clothes. You want to think logically about what you're purchasing. Lifestyle is a big component when it comes to purchasing clothing. You want to make sure that the things that you're purchasing fit your lifestyle, or else you're going to be spending money on things you just don't need. It's the same thing. Make sure that you have a style goal. So an area that you want to achieve, something or a look that you are going for, that is going to help you make sure that you are not overspending or purchasing things that are just unnecessary. Once you are able to determine a style goal or a style look or a certain aesthetic that you're going for, you will notice that you don't need to spend as much as you think you need to spend. You can do this by going on Pinterest, and I talk about Pinterest a lot, but honestly, it's an amazing tool. Go on Pinterest and find some looks, some ideas, some images that you think would fit the style that you're going for, and then focus your attention on purchasing clothes that only fit that lifestyle or that look, right? If you watched my previous video, I did a video on how to turn your Pinterest board into your closet. You can take a look at that video because I really do talk a lot about going on Pinterest and finding things that you actually own, looking for clothes that fit your lifestyle, looking for styles that actually fit your lifestyle. Go there, look it up, and actually make sure that you are purchasing outfits and pieces, clothing pieces, really, that actually really do fit the lifestyle that you are going for. Another cool thing too with that is going to keep you on track, and you're going to notice that a lot of the clothes in your closet you already own, you can try wearing in different ways. So that's another thing too. You need to know how to have creativity and how to bring back or revisit certain pieces and certain even outfits. And Tiffany Haddish is my favorite when it comes to this, because I remember she wore that white dress and she wore it everywhere and people were making fun of her for it, but I was here for it. That dress was expensive. I think it was like $10,000, and it was the first dress that she purchased and she wore it everywhere. And I really feel like we need to get out of the stigma where we need to be purchasing new things all the time, and we can't rewear an outfit, we have to get something new. That's not always the case. If an outfit looks good on you last week, then okay, great. You want to wear it again and revisit it again next month, then that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's called having a uniform. If that's how you like to dress, then that's how you like to dress. Of course, go and shop at cheaper stores. That is an option too. Even if you're going on stores like Shein or Amazon Fashion, you just want to make sure that you're finding things that you can actually rewear, because the con with that is that you're gonna find yourself constantly buying new clothes if you are buying from cheap places, right? Because then you're gonna feel like, okay, it looked good today and then I washed it and now it's the color's faded and it doesn't look good anymore. You want to try as much as you can to purchase from better quality places, and I know that means more money, but here's what you do with that. You budget. budget. So this could mean that this month you just focus on saving for your shopping trip, and then next month you do the shopping. 2 months you're gonna save for a shopping trip, and then in August you're gonna shop. You know what I mean? Open up a separate bank account. Take the money that you were saving for your shopping trips and just put it in that account and just leave it alone. Whenever you go shopping or do your shopping, shop from that account, because then it's going to keep you disciplined, it'll keep you focused, and that will be the money that you're using solely for your skincare or your clothes shopping or your grooming or whatever. Then you'll know how to maintain and budget better for that, because that will probably be like your allowance for the month or your allowance for the next 2 months or whatever the case is. Only shop from there, because then you'll purchase exactly what you need. So you can use credit cards for your shopping trips. I mean, credit is a great way. I mean, using your credit is a great way to build credit. So, I mean, that is something that you can do, but be careful with that as well. But another thing that I really wanted to say really is be logical with shopping and spending your money. So a basic button down does not need to cost $50. It doesn't need to cost $60 or $70 or $80. It can cost $20, it can cost $15, it can cost $14. It doesn't need to be expensive. But a leather jacket that's $200 might be worth it. You can have that leather jacket for, well, at least you'll know if it's over $100, most likely it's real leather. That's one. 2, you know that it'll last longer because it is real leather. And you'll have multiple wears out of it, and it'll be easy to maintain, easy to keep, and you'll be able to pass it down to somebody else, which is also a great thing. Something that I want to talk about, which is kind of like a bonus thing that I want to mention, because this is a really big part of your femininity as well, which is your personal grooming. This is a really key factor when it comes to maintaining an image, because you want to make sure that you look good. Right? You want to make sure your hygiene's taken care of, you got your waxes done if need be, you got your eyebrows taken care of, and your nails are done. I'm the type of person where if nothing else is done by a professional, my nails need to be. If I can do my hair myself, if I can do my waxing myself, if I can do my shaving or whatever myself, or plucking my brows myself, or doing my lashes, whatever, I have to go to a professional to get my nails done, because I am not ambidextrous. I suck doing my nails. I can do my toes, but my fingernails, I have to get it done. And it's also a form of self-care and relaxation for me when I do get my nails done. Like, I don't know, I guess because like I use my hands a lot, so having somebody work on my hands just kind of feels really relaxing. Especially since I'm on my feet quite a bit, having somebody work on my feet or massage them or whatever is just an amazing, relaxing feeling to me. What I wanted to say about that is you want to, okay, there are certain things that you don't want to cheapen out on, especially with waxings and I guess getting your lashes done. I don't really get my lashes done, but there are certain things you don't want to cheapen out on, but this just comes along with budgeting. If you can find somebody that is still certified and able to do a good job, then that's great, and doesn't charge as much as your last person because you're trying to budget, then that's perfectly fine. But just be careful with that. Just make sure the people that you're going to are certified and know exactly what they're doing, because I've heard of a lot of horror stories and I don't want any of my followers to have any horror stories. You, again, want to make sure that you know how much you are paying for these services. So for me, my nails, my fingernails, I don't do a lot. So it's like at most $60 to get my nails done. But if I'm getting my toes done as well, it's about $100. So I know to budget for that each month if that's what I want to get done. So you want to make sure you know exactly how much you are paying for it so that you can budget accordingly. Follow tutorials on Instagram, learn how to do your brows yourself, learn how to do as much as you can yourself so that you can budget for the other things. Like if you can't do your brows yourself but you can do your nails yourself, do your nails yourself a little bit more, and then you have more money to spend on your eyebrows. I know lashes isn't something that you can do yourself, but if you're on a budget, sis, AliExpress, you can spend $20 and get a whole bunch of lashes, okay? You don't always have to get them done if you can't afford it all the time. And I know that it's something that a lot of women like. I've never had my lashes done before, but I plan to. But I don't like the upkeep because it does get expensive. So you want to be careful with that. But buying lashes, strip lashes and stuff like that from AliExpress or even Amazon, super cheap. Like when you buy the sets, they're like $6, sometimes $3 on AliExpress. It's pretty good. So you just have to know where you can cut the cost and put more into something that you actually need the assistance in. I hope that this video was helpful for you. I pretty much just said that you need to budget for everything. But this video was pretty long. If you made it to the end, thank you. You can watch more of my feminine style and feminine appearance videos. I have an entire playlist that I will link at the end of this video, so you can take a look. But thank you so much for watching and have a great rest of your day. If you have any questions, comment them below. Please like and share this video. I'm so happy we made it to 800 subscribers. I know there's not a lot, but it's honestly a milestone for me because I've been so back and forth on YouTube, like it's crazy, but I've been really consistent over the past few months and I'm really happy to see that it's growing and I'm making new friends and finding new followers. So thank you all so much and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.